Hello everyone, this is HD Quality back with another video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're flying once again in the Airbus A320neo, but this time it's Air Busan because we're going from Fukuoka, Japan to Busan in South Korea. Our parking brake is set, the landing gear levers down, engine masters are both set to off, and our mode selector is at normal. Both of the wipers are off. The batteries are looking good. They're both above 25.5 volts. So you know what that means. Turn both of the battery masters on. Make sure to get that external power on also. Now that we've done that, no smoking goes to auto. Seatbelt signs go on. Our emergency exit lights are gonna be armed. Let's go ahead and put the strobe to auto. All aiders to nav. Adjust the brightnesses on our displays, of course. Adjust the brightness on the MCDU. Let's go to our electronic flight bag and then import the sim brief data. Okay, it's gonna take another minute for that to align. While we're waiting for that to occur, let's go off over here and get the jet bridge going. Oops. Let's open the door first and then the jet bridge will come on. In the AOC menu, we can do our boarding, request, and then start the boarding. While that's going on, let's go into our initialization and request it. Yep, we're going from RJFF, Fukuoka, to RKPK, and RKPK is Busan. Cost index of 12 for today, at cruising altitude of flight level 200. We're going over here to the EFIS and set that to 20,000 feet. Alright, for today's flight plan from Fukuoka, we'll be departing to the north from runway 34. Let me go ahead and check this flight plan really quick. Hakat 4, this one, and insert for RKPK, arrival, ILS 36 left, title, do we have any bias? Oops. Okay, clear this. Check for any further ones. One right here. And we're done. Jet bridge. Baggage truck. Close the door. So yes, it is going to take a while for that cargo door to close. Well, sure that we have our fuel plan all good. Our block fuel for today, 10,000, or fuel actually. Let's load in about 18,000 pounds instantly. Be back to the initialization. Next page, CFW, fuel planning, and the block confirm. Let's go to the performance and let's set our flaps to, of course, the first setting. For the trim setting, we're going up 1.8. Flex degrees Celsius. Thank you for that. 28 degrees Celsius. Let's get these values here. 132, VR 133, and V2 is 137. 27. 27 degrees, 230 at 10 knots. Let's start up the APU master switch and then start. Now the APU is available. And disconnect the external power. Fuel pumps on. The APU bleed on.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Now they've lifted the aircraft, releasing the parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Go set it to ignition start and master 2 and the engine may be started.
좌석 벨트 착용 표시등이 켜져 있는 동안에는 좌석 벨트의 양쪽 고리를 끼워 몸에 맞게 조이시고 불을 들어 당겨주십시오. 이착륙 전에는 좌석 등받침을 원 위치
Okay, now engine 2 master, engine 1 master on. Sorry, the south I believe.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Setting the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Let's go ahead and also lock the doors.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Set flaps to takeoff position. Arm spoilers. APU bleed off. Master off. And let's go ahead, spool up the engines a little bit. Parking brake set and the auto brake to max. Check the cabin. Forward. Test. Normal. Set our pitch trim to up 1.8. There we go. Yeah, it's very sensitive. Here we are at runway 34. Okay, parking brake is set. Landing lights on, runway turn off, and then nose lights go to take off. Parking brake released, and slowly spool up the engine screw. V1 rotate. Positive rate, gear up. There's something wrong with my joystick actually. Lever to climb, lever climb. Autopilot 1 engaged. Oh, what happened? What happened? What happened? Autopilot disconnected. Okay, we're gonna hand fly this aircraft for right now. My Y is already all the way up there. What the heck? No, it's not. Let's see now. Now it's better. There we go. Lever should be climb. Okay, there we go. Now let's give it back to the autopilot. We've almost reached the S speed, and that's when we bring the flaps up. S speed, flaps up. Make sure to get that speed up. Can't afford to stall here. So now we're climbing for our cruising altitude of flight level 200, which is 20,000 feet. But first, we have a procedure. Once we pass 10,000 feet, we're supposed to turn the landing lights off and other necessary items. Passing 10,000, landing lights go off. Oops. Nose lights go off. Runway turn off also off. Our next managed airspeed is at 290 knots. Our estimated time of arrival at our destination is 5:53 UTC. Before we reach our cruising altitude, we're gonna want to calculate our top of descent. So here, our top of descent based on our flight plan should be after Beetle. So if we want to be at 5,000 feet from 20,000 feet, we should start our descent 47 nautical miles before the target, and our target, of course, is at Invok, or sorry, Pedlo. Let's pull this to standard. Okay, we practically have reached our cruising altitude. Seatbelt sign does go off.
기장이 안전벨트 표시를 껐습니다. 원하면 지금 자리를 떠날 수 있습니다. 단, 본인과 주변 사람의 안전을 위해 착석 시 반드시 안전벨트를 착용해야 합니다.
ご列席の皆様、キャプテンはシートベルト着用サインをオフにしました。着席中は常にシートベルトを着用しておく必要があります。
I'm gonna go ahead and start a descent down to 7,000 feet. So the seatbelt sign does go on.
우리는 하강을 시작했습니다. 모든 휴대용 전자 장치를 끄고 게이트에 도달할 때까지 보관하십시오.
Okay, 7,000 feet, and engage. We're at idle throttle. Soon we are gonna see the speed limit if we're not careful. So now I have successfully pieced everything together in the flight plan by clearing PSN over here. .230 knots. Once we get lined up with the runway, we're gonna start trying some things here. Now down to 135 knots. Once we approach Busan, how lovely, man. Gear goes down. Then we'll manually fly the aircraft. I'll take control. I have control of this aircraft.
2,500.
Okay, pull up a little bit. Great, great. Good, good, good. Make sure we're recording here. Okay, up a little bit. Up a little bit. seems that my zoom is locked. Here we go. Go ahead, arm the spoilers. Set auto brake to medium. 130 knots now, please. And lower. Line up with the runway. Can we get on autopilot too? Now manually lining up. Auto throttle disengage. I'll be taking care of this. And disengage autopilot. I'll be taking care of the speeds. Okay. A little bit more power.
$1,000.
Check the cabin really quick. Lower, lower. Okay, okay. A little bit lower.
500.
Okay,
400.
down. Too high.
$200.
Minimums. Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Ooh, that was rough. Reversers are all good. And reversers go off. Ooh. To the right side, please. spoilers. Set flaps. I retract the flaps actually. Set this to taxi. And we go to the gates. Start up the APU, shall we? Turn these off. So that's off. Wait for the APU generator to up. Then shut the engines. APU generator. Here we go. There we go. Engine master 2 and 1 off. Now let's go over here. Open the doors. Jet breach. Catering. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are doing well again, and I'll see you in the next one. Sorry if it wasn't that great. You know, I wasn't feeling the greatest today, but I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you watch the other ones.